everybody. I don't know what happened this last time, but there was no sound apparently. So I'm going to redo the whole thing so everybody can hear me. And everybody can hear all the little tips that I was sharing today about sustainable weddings. So hopefully everybody comes back and join us again. I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna go on my page and see if people can actually hear me this time. Let me know, because I really thought I was voiced. So I'm gonna check and see. Can you hear me? Let me know. Give me some likes or some hearts to let me know that you can hear me. Okay, so I am going to get started again on what I was talking about with sustainable weddings for Earth Day. So happy Earth Day, everybody. So we're just gonna jump right on in and talk about what I was saying. Um, and the first tip is, you know, a lot of waste goes towards the paper products that we use in our weddings. We use them for invitation, lots of invitations, for the envelopes, for backers, for different pieces, for the wraps, for the menus, name cards, the table numbers, all of that. And as you can see, this beautiful invitation right here is made out of sustainable paper. It's recyclable paper. But there's also companies that do invitations and menu cards and things of that sort out of plantable paper. And I don't know if you've heard of plantable paper, but you can actually take the paper, and a lot of times with the plantable paper, it doesn't look as smooth as the recyclable paper, because they've really gotten good with this recyclable paper. But now with the plantable paper, it looks like it has like little buds and seeds. You can see some of that in it, and it's really pretty. It actually adds an extra layer of little something something to the invitation, and it really looks good. So it all depends on what you want your invitation to do. If you just want it to be recyclable, or if you want it to be biodegradable, where it can be disposed of easily and it just goes right into the ground. It all depends on what you want to do. And so there's plenty of different companies that you can go with, and some of those companies you can really find online very easily. And Botanical Paperworks is one of the companies that you can use that actually makes the plantable papers. You can also find other companies that do it too. There's several of them. They're very easy to find these days. Just Google sustainable paper, plantable paper, flowering paper. Some of the paper that's plantable does herbs. Some of them does wildflowers, and it all depends on what you want. Back in the day, they used to say it was plantable, and it was really hard for it to grow. But now the plantable paper actually does grow things. So it's really good. They've really gotten the technique down. It's been out for some time now, and it's very great. The recyclable paper, you can get up to 100% recyclable paper now. You used to be just a percentage. You can get completely biodegradable papers to use, and not just for your invitations. I want to stress that for your menu cards, for your table numbers, for your name cards, for your for your seats, all of that. We use that for so many things, and so try to think about using some, really taking that, even if you're really not into Earth Day or to environmental things. Consider some of the alternative options for your papers, because it really, really does make a difference. the trees we're using and tearing down to make these papers and all of these things is really getting out of hand. And we don't have to do that. We want this earth to be around for our family and our grandchildren and things of that sort. And we need the trees for oxygen and to clean the air and to make sure that things are still growing and planted, and that we have life and we can breathe. So we don't want to destroy our earth. So this little bitty part, I mean, come on, some people order like 400 invitations. That is a lot of paper. Okay, me. Okay, when I got married, it was 400, well, actually 500 invitations. Oh my God. And that's just not the invitation. It's the invitations, the envelope, the RSVP cards, the envelope for the RSVP cards, the registry card, all of that. 500 each. That is a lot of paper. Then the menu cards. Okay? I had 400 of those. That is a lot. And then the table card names. That's a lot. So, your wedding, you can make a difference with your wedding just with paper. And you can't, look at this, laser cutting and all, beautiful work, biodegradable. Come on. So you can Google these things, find them. They're very easy to find. Okay, next we're going to talk about wedding dresses. You like sustainable wedding dresses? How do you do that? Well, the most obvious thing is to go out and get a dress that somebody has already bought and rebuy it from them. There's a ton. There's a ton of dresses out there that nobody's worn, especially because of the pandemic. They bought dresses. They went ahead and got married. They got brand new dresses that are still in the store that you can buy, but they have them at their home that are in your size. You can find them all over Facebook, all over Etsy, all over eBay, all over everywhere. You can find these girls selling dresses. There's other online used wedding dress sites that you can find. So look around. You can find them. Not that you don't want to go to a bridal shop and get a brand new dress. These dresses are brand new. They just didn't have their wedding, so you can buy them from them. It's not going to be discounted sometimes, but you're saving a dress that would otherwise go unused. Also, antique dresses, you can get those remade. There's also where you can get your parents' dress or grandmother's dress. There's several little boutiques, especially in our area, that can redo an older dress and make it brand new for you. Also, you can go to your bridal shop, and some of them carry sustainable wedding dress designers. And you just ask, hey, do you have any sustainable wedding dress designers? Which means the dresses were created from repurposed materials. Sometimes they have dresses. These designers get older dresses or materials that's been used before and take it all the way apart and create brand new dresses. So it's not a used dress, it's just used material. And so it's a brand new dress. And then you have other dresses made out of recyclable materials and other earth-friendly materials, natural materials. So you want to check into those options if that's if that's true to your heart. But try something new. Look at it. See what's out there. Explore. There's lots of great options out there. Also, let's move on to decor. Now, instead of going out buying brand new linens and this and that and the other, that's why we have rental companies. You rent these items and then you return the items, and then the next person can rent the items and return the items. And then, there's ways you can go out and purchase, like you did online that I was telling you about, going out finding dresses on these wedding reuse sites. There's people selling linens and wedding signs. There's no reason to cut down any more trees to make another wedding sign that says, welcome to our wedding, when you can just go out and buy a sign from somebody else's wedding that says, welcome to our wedding, or find a seat and not a side. Those are all over the place, or guest book signs or gift signs or whatever. You can rebuy those from people. We don't need to be buying brand new, burning up new energy and all of that stuff. So you can go and purchase stuff from other people, especially if they don't have their name plastered all over it. And so then you can reuse it again, and then after your wedding, you can sell it or send it to a friend or let a friend borrow it or give it away, and then they can use it for their wedding. So we need to be more earth friendly. We need to be more open to this whole reusing things because it's not old. It's not like it's ugly. It's not like it's damaged. It's just been used for a couple hours. And then some of the items that you want to buy and want to purchase, try to use local shops. Being sustainable is just not using reused things or natural items. It's also supporting your local businesses because these are your local people and these are the people in your area. So you want to support local businesses as much as you can. So try to buy some of those items that you really can't reuse or do again from these local businesses. Also, I know you like, so what about flowers? I heard that people, they get all, people get upset, with all the cut flowers, killing all these flowers for weddings. Well, a great way to really make a difference in your wedding and not sacrifice look is buy potted plants. Okay, they are offering these gorgeous orchids. And so look how beautiful these are. I mean, they are stunning, gorgeous. This is real. Okay, a real orchid. And it comes in these vases already done for you. They range from like $19.99 to $35 for one. And then you think about how much your centerpieces are costing you, and you can weigh those options out. But even you don't have to. I got that one from our local fresh market. We have a great store here in our area that has beautiful flowers all the time, and you can order in bulk early enough, and they will have all of these flowers for you, waiting for you, and you can pick them up and do them yourself for your wedding. Or, like I said, support your local business and order them from your florist, and they can do the same thing for you. And it's not going to even be a great price markup. So think about those, and after your wedding, people can take the whole plant home. So you really have a whole beautiful orchid as a centerpiece. Put a couple votive candles around it, and it'll be absolutely stunning for your wedding. Stunning. Clean lines, beautiful look. I mean, that was absolutely perfect, and that's just the way it came out of the store today. So, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. And then at the end of the day, you can put under your chargers at your wedding or whatever you have behind the menu card or whatever, like a star or whatever. And you can have the DJ announce, okay, everybody turn over your charger or your menu card, and whoever has the star is the one that gets to take the centerpiece home with them from the wedding. And people get super excited about that. I mean, they get to take a whole plant home with them at the end of the night. And they're super low maintenance. They don't take a lot of water. They don't take a lot of energy. And, I have a black thumb. I can't grow anything. I kill all the plants. I try to grow things. But, it's horrible. But, with the orchid, even somebody like me can take care of it because it takes low water and low energy to take care of it. And you can give it to people and they will love you. And every time they look at it, they'll think of you and your beautiful wedding that they got it from. So it's a great gift at the end of the night. It's a great surprise. People are like, oh my God, I get to take the whole thing? Wow. And they're super excited, and it's great. And you don't have all of this waste of flowers that you're like, at the end of the night, what do I do? Now, if you do choose to have a bunch of flowers done for your wedding, great. But there are so many options now what you can do with those flowers. You don't have to just throw them in the trash. There are companies that you can call that will come at the end of the night or to another location the next day and pick up all of your wedding flowers, and they will take them to nursing homes, hospitals, and stuff like that. Now, you have to check and see what they're doing now because of COVID, and people don't have as much access to these places as they did pre-COVID, but some people do. And also some of the florists have access to some of these places because they actually deliver to the nursing homes and the hospital flowers that people gift the people in the hospital anyway. So, they may have access to be able to take your flowers and gift it to someone who's going to enjoy the rest of the life out of those flowers. Also, you may want to ask your church and see if they want to have some of those flowers to adorn the church for the next week or so. And that's a great thing. But try to think of another life for your flowers after your wedding. So, it just won't be a one-time thing. Also, you should consider, think about it, think out of the box. If your wedding is on a Friday or a Saturday, maybe get a wedding buddy whose wedding is the next day and they don't mind reusing your flowers. Or, maybe there's someone who a friend, a, a co-worker, someone that can't afford what you have for your wedding, and then they wouldn't mind you gifting it to them, and you give it to them as a blessing to them and their wedding. So there's all kinds of ways you can really be more sustainable to lessen your carbon footprint for your wedding. Um, and just think out of the box. Think about what you're using, what can be reused, what you don't have to buy, what you have to buy, what can be new, what can be used, what can be sustainable, what can be more clean. Also, think about the caterer that you're using. Are they using local foods? The less that has to travel, the better it is for you and the better it is for our earth. And so there's a lot of caterers that use local foods and local farmers and all of these things in all different areas, whether you are in the north or in the south. And so just ask questions about this. And also, I know a lot of people are switching towards plastics and disposables because of COVID. And in the past, biodegradable and recyclable throwaways weren't the greatest or, the sturdiest things to use. It's smart. They were way more expensive than others, but they really didn't hold the food. They didn't, the straws, they come apart. Them straws. Can't stand those straws. You can use bamboo straws; those are great. But there's all kinds of disposable materials now, and that are great. They have really done wonderful things with biodegradable plates, forks, spoons, and recyclable plates, forks, and spoons. So just look out there. They have beautiful options. Everything is just not brown anymore or tan. They have colors. They have designs. All things. I mean, over these past 15 years, this whole market of earth-friendly, sustainable items for wedding really has grown and has become more than just basic items. They've really gotten more style, they've gotten more elegant, they've gotten more durable, and you can really use them. However, don't just, I know a lot of people want to use disposables, but you can still use plates that are washed and cleaned and sanitized. Especially with hotels, they have huge machines that sanitizes and cleans everything. So it's safe to use it there. It's safe to use it with certain catering companies because they have huge machines that they sanitize and cleans everything. Within those rental companies, they sanitize and clean everything. So you just want to think about your options and try to, be more earth friendly because we want it to be here for our kids and our grandkids, and we want to be able to breathe the air, and the more trees we have, that it filters all the badness out of the air, including this coronavirus and all of that. So we want to just do our part. We all can do our part, and we don't have to sacrifice the beauty and the elegance and the glory that we want for our weddings by substituting, a few little things. You don't have to do everything. You can, if that's what you want to do, or you can do certain little things. But, there's extreme to everything. So try some things out, look some things over, Google some things, order some samples, see how you like it. If you don't like it, don't get it. But, you try. So just try, look at things, look at some options. But we hope you have a wonderful Earth Day and enjoy your day and think about how you can do your part for our Earth and the energy that we have. All right. Thank you guys, and see you guys later. Bye.